So if I was talking with if the defensive coordinator of the Dolphins was asking me for advice, I'd be like, look, implement some 12 and 21 personnel plays so you can get some extra blockers. How about let's go back to the old school power O. Just run some power O. HB dive. Go look at, you need to tell him, go look at the Vikings playbook and see how they give the ball to Adrian Peterson. Now, I'm not saying Lamar Miller is Adrian Peterson, but what I'm saying is run some plays where you get 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. Stop running plays that get you no yards. -2, -1, -3. Stop doing that. Start running some plays. And then secondly, the only way that you're going to really run the ball out of 11 personnel is if your passing attack is mean. Dolphins ain't got no mean passing attack. I'm about to get into what they were running. They were running quick screens, quick passes that didn't get any yards. They'd run a bubble screen to Jarvis Landry. They would hit Lamar Miller in the flats. They tried to run screens, would get that blown up. I mean, stop running screens. Start figuring out what New England is doing. They were running cover 1, cover 3 on you the majority of the game. So what does that mean? You need to have some man beaters. You know how people play with man beaters on Madden? Dolphins need some man beaters. Now, don't tell me they don't have man-beating receivers. Jarvis Landry can beat somebody in man coverage, but it just didn't. They weren't really working it like they should have been. And that's, I think, a little bit on the offensive coordinator for the Dolphins. The next thing I would say to this dude is, look, you got Jordan Cameron, and he comes away. How many catches does this dude have? 2 catches for 34 yards? If I was Jordan Cameron, I'd be sick after the game. Being like, look, y'all threw the ball to me twice? Twice? Dude, I'm nice. Jordan Cameron is a good player. But I think he's made the mistake of going to the wrong team. Okay? Because this dude, I mean, imagine Jordan Cameron with the Patriots. Oh, that would be nasty. Imagine Gronk on one side and Jordan Cameron on the other side. Now you see where I'm going with this. Jordan Cameron is a good player, but he's catching the ball 2 times? No, that's not a good game plan. No, that's not a good game plan. You need to get the dude the ball more than 2 times. Like I've said before, your tight end needs to be a safety valve. I don't know what they're doing with Jordan Cameron, but they need to get this dude more touches. I mean, he seriously could be right behind Jimmy Graham and Gronk, in my opinion. But you got to get him touches. You got to get the ball to him. Don't tell me you can't get the ball to him. When Jimmy Graham was with the Saints, he's obviously one of their major weapons. Everybody knows he's a major weapon, but he still got the ball, and he still made catches. And a lot of the catches were what? Oh, throw up the seams, right? Snap the ball, bam, just throw it up the seams. Back shoulder throw. I don't even think there's a lot of linebackers that can stay with Cameron in coverage either. So why are you not getting him the ball? The other thing, Jarvis Landry, nice receiver, but throwing screens to him all the time? No, man. Let this dude come with some slot crossing routes or, comebacks or short hitches, something like that. But they're trying to, run jet sweep and screens and these little quick throws. I don't think that's going to work for getting him the ball. The other one thing I want to talk about is Greg Jennings. Is he even on the team? Is this dude even on the team? He didn't even have any play. I was looking for him. I went on Google and tried to find out why was he not playing. It's like, man, the Greg Jennings situation is classic of what happens to a wide receiver when he goes to play with average or to below average quarterback. I mean, your career just suffers. He went over there to the Vikings with Christian Ponder and was trying to hype up Ponder like he was nice. And you see what happened. Ponder couldn't even throw the ball. Like, seriously, couldn't even throw the ball more than like 5 yards. You know what I mean? He couldn't throw the ball more than 5 yards. And then he's like, okay, that's not working in Minnesota. Let me go down to Miami and see if Tannehill can throw me the ball. No, that didn't. No, it says so far it's not working either. You're putting up dud games, and now you're not even getting in the game. And I think he was active for the game, so there may be something going on there. I don't know. Speaking of players who are non-existent, Where is Ndamukong Suh? Where's the $100 million man at? Now I like Ndamukong. I think he's a beast, but he's not a force right now. It's like I watched on a couple plays. He's getting double teamed, but still, he was getting double teamed in Detroit, and he was just mauling. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's still the scheme over there, but the dude is non-existent, and that's a lot of money to pay somebody who's not a force, is not doing anything, not doing anything. Now the loss of Cameron Wake is definitely detrimental for the Dolphins pass rush, but they're going to have to figure it out. They're going to have to figure it out. Once again, Brady continues to shine. I mean, this dude is balling. What? 38 years old balling? How many dudes ball at that age? This dude had another 300-yard plus game, the 69th of his career, and he's third all time. Then he had another 4+ touchdown game, his 24th in his career, which is also third most all time. This dude is going to go down as possibly the best ever. Now, for me, he's right behind Montana. I got to put him behind Montana. And right for me, Peyton is moving down that list of all-time top quarterbacks. But his placement right now, the accuracy and placement is nasty. He had one touchdown to Edelman where he kind of threw it low and away, and it was just like the perfect throw. The ball was thrown on a rope, and it zipped in. Edelman, boop, swoops in, touchdown. Just nasty right now. And Gronkowski, he continues to play well. I mean, he surpassed 5,000 career yards. He had his 19th 100-yard game, and he's just tied Shannon Sharp for 6th most all time. This dude, Hall of Famer in the making. So the Patriots got 2 Hall of Famers in the making. Dion Lewis, who's balling out. There's something to be said for the Patriots player evaluation department. These dudes be finding guys, man. Guys that are cast-offs on every other team. Every time they come to New England, they end up balling. And that just shows the mindset and the genius of Belichick over there by plugging people into his system, and then they end up being productive. Now, to finish up, I just want to say the key play of the game to me was the 5 minutes and 17 to go in the first half. Tannehill throws a pick. If he hadn't thrown that pick, it may have been a totally different game. Cameron Wake might not have been injured. Let's say they came down and they scored on that drive. The game would have been 9-7 with about probably a minute to 2 minutes left in the first. And let's say that Miami stopped them. It would have been Miami's ball, right? And then they would have come out and potentially scored again. It would have been 14-9. So to me, that particular point in the game is when it went downhill for Miami. I mean, it just fell apart, shattered into pieces all over the floor for them. And Tannehill, just to touch on him, I didn't even really want to touch on Tannehill because he was a player that I thought for the first 3 years of his career that, this guy's pretty decent. He could be, a top-tier quarterback. But this year, I'm just not seeing the growth. I mean, the 1-3 start, they smash up on the Titans, smash up on the Texans, but those are terrible teams. And now they're 3-3. Then they play a real team, and he doesn't show up. I'm just not seeing the growth I want to see. I'm not seeing the growth. Where are the reads at? If you look at the game, there's a lot of passes that were not very accurate. And there was a lot of plays that he could have made that he just didn't, There was one drop from Kenny Stills, like a big play down the left boundary. But other than that, you got to make plays. And he just didn't do it, So that's going to close up today's segment. If you like this video, leave some comments. I'm all for talking about NFL. Leave some comments. Subscribe. There's going to be division matchup segments every week. I'm probably going to do 2 a week, and where I'm just going to be talking about the game and talking about these players. So if you like this video, like and subscribe. Leave some comments below. Anti Madden's out. Peace.